coverage of high school basketball on RoCo Radio will start in 2 minutes. High school basketball on RoCo Radio, and your pregame show will start in 1 minute and 30 seconds. Local coverage of McMichael High School, Morehead High School, Reidsville High School, and Rockingham County High School on the hardwood will start in 1 minute. High school basketball on RoCo Radio will begin in just 30 seconds. The following is a presentation of RoCo Radio Sports. Local high school basketball on RoCo Radio, your home for local coverage of Reidsville High School, McMichael High School, Morehead High School, and Rockingham County High School, capturing the rivalry games, the important moments, the accolades and the accomplishments, the big shots and the even better assists, and so much more with our high school basketball coverage here on RoCo Radio and RoCoRadio.com. We bring you to the hardwood thanks to our wonderful sponsor, whose passion is to highlight the student athletes on the basketball court, as well as the coaches that help mentor them on and off the field. High school basketball on RoCo Radio is brought to you by Tri-State Steel in Reidsville, distributing quality metals for over 30 years. Our clients range from mom and pop shops and building contractors to large manufacturers and fabricators. Visit us at our 6,000 square foot, fully stocked retail metal superstore at 2513 Richardson Drive, where we can help you meet your homeowner or hobbyist needs. Open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. till 5:30 p.m. and Saturday from 8 a.m. till noon. From pipe bollards to square tubing to finger guard material and more, our retail metal superstore has several quality metal products in stock in various sizes and ready to be cut to your exact specifications. Call for a quote today at 336-280-4859. That's 336-280-4859 for Tri-State Steel, a valued community member. We now take you courtside for our pregame show as we get you ready for tip-off here across Rockingham County and beyond. It's high school basketball on RoCo Radio and RoCoRadio.com. Mid-State Conference Tourney semifinals here at Morehead High School. It's number 3 Reidsville and number 2 Morehead in the girls' slate to get things started here tonight. Joe Dexter, Jonathan Hatley, and Jay Ramey bringing you the coverage on RoCo Radio and RoCoRadio.com. Thanks to Tri-State Steel in Reidsville, distributing quality metals for over 30 years. For the Reidsville Rams, 8-10 and 7-5 in the Mid-State Conference. For the Morehead Panthers, 13-9, 7-3 in the Mid-State Conference. And for the first time since back to the 90s, in over 20 years, the Panthers will finish with an over 500 record. That's what we're told, at least to the 90s. We know in 1998, 1999, led by Amy Simpson, the Morehead Panthers at 25-3 finished the season as a runner-up in the 3A state bracket. So at least what we know, this team hasn't finished above 500, at least back to 1998. It might have been before then. Our records only track back to 2006. So if you know in the comments, let us know. But we're pretty confident on that, at least for 20 seasons. It's the first time the Panthers will finish over 500. You ready for this one? This is a battle of teams that have played tight contests. Yes, it is true. Reidsville leads the series since 2006, 30-9. But Morehead has won 3 of the last 5. They've played 2 one-point games over the last 2 seasons.
I'll tell you, every time these two teams get on the court, especially the last couple of years, it's been a battle. And, you know, you got the Denaria Blackwell, Andrea Blackwell, and Montia Blackwell led Reidsville Rams versus the Destiny Mentor and Aaliyah Abernathy led Morehead Panthers. You know, 5 players that if you put them all on the same team, could you imagine? And it's going to be 3 against 2 on tonight. But, you know, both teams have a good supporting cast. They get some contributions off the bench, and they played each other tight for the last couple of years. Both teams have greatly improved over the last few years, too. We went in last season, started our basketball coverage. We watched the Reidsville girls, watched the Morehead girls, and, you know, you were thinking, they got a lot to work on. And they've worked on it.
Yep.
Greatly improved.
Absolutely, and it starts at that point guard position with Denaria Blackwell, the sophomore, leading things for the Rams and for Morehead. This is the matchup to watch. Destiny Minter will lead the way for the Lady Panthers with 900-plus points in her career. This will be the 4th matchup of the season between these teams. The first matchup was during the Christmas tournament at Bethany High School. It was a 48-35 win for Morehead. Destiny Minter scored 19 in that one. In the second matchup, it was Morehead winning 60-39. Minter dropped 22 in that one, and then a 1-point loss, 42-41 for Morehead to Reidsville in the final matchup of this season. Last year in overtime, it was Morehead defeating Reidsville 52-51. Destiny Minter had 29, which tied a career high. So back and forth. David and I called that one, I remember, last year, and it wasn't necessarily the basketball skill that stuck in your mind. I don't remember amazing plays from that game. I just remember the grit and determination of the point guards, Denaria Blackwell and Destiny Minter, to will their team to win. And I think even this season, the games that we've called, we've seen that from both point guards, especially when they're playing each other.
Oh, absolutely. They're going to take it at each other. Destiny Minter, you know, she's just a hustle player. She finds the spots on the court that she needs to and gets to the ball, gets the shots up, and they go in. On the other side, Denaria Blackwell, you know, her moveset has doubled or tripled since last season. She finds a way to get in the lane. She finds a way to get to the hoop. And just her individual improvement has impressed me. She went from I would have called her more of a shooting guard, even though she was handling the ball last season, to a true point guard.
She's got the best handling skill set in the county, wouldn't you agree? It's up there, at least when it comes to move set completely.
It's up there. With the overall move set, she's definitely up there. You know, we got some talented point guards in the county. You know, you think about Lane Stripmatter over at Rockingham. Briley Boone even coming in for her. And you got Cresslin Michael. She's a decent point guard, too.
And Destiny Minter as well. But as far for me,
when it comes to crossover moves and stutter dribbles and
Euro
jab steps.
And the amount of pressure put on her to perform those moves, I think proportionally she has more of a value impact with her handling than the other players do. And, I mean, if Denaria Blackwell was out, who knows where this team would be. But it's hard to make any predictions going into this because, I mean, Morehead wins by, 18 and 21 in the first 2 games they play. And then we called what felt kind of like a stunner of Reidsville beating them 42-41. And, yeah, no real predictions can be made after seeing 2, not blowouts, but semi-blowouts. And then you lose to this team. I think it has to do with it being a conference rivalry, a county rivalry, and this being the 4th matchup between these teams, which you don't often see, especially at the high school level. It could be in for a surprise.
I'll make the first bold prediction of the night. You ready?
Gotcha.
Somebody will win a close game in this semifinals matchup.
Like, are you making it for all of tonight? Like, either game might be close, or
no? There's just this one for now.
I was about to say that's really broad.
I'm not quite sure what's going to happen in the boys' game.
Jay, over and under, 25 seconds first jump ball.
I don't gamble, but I would say
I like the.
I will always take the under on a girls' game jump ball every time.
I like the disclaimer there. That was good.
I'm just making sure you don't know. I just want you to know.
It's Morehead and Reidsville, the number 2 seed Panthers, 13-9 on the season, 7-3 in the Mid-State Conference. Their only losses were to Rockingham County and a split in conference play with Reidsville. For the Reidsville Rams, 8-10, 7-5 in the Mid-State Conference. All right, let's go to the keys to the game. We'll start with you, Hadley. What's the keys? We'll start with Morehead for them to get a victory.
Morehead is going to have to be tough down low. Reidsville really gets in. They box out well. They fight for rebounds. Morehead's rebounding and second chance points are going to have to make a difference tonight. And they also have the home court advantage. Coming into Morehead and winning's tough.
How about you, Jay?
I would say kind of what Hadley said, but I think it's more so specifically focused on not letting Reidsville get offensive rebounds. They're not really known for their shooting prowess. They miss a lot of shots, and if they're not getting any second chance points, it's going to be really difficult for them to put points on the scoreboard. So I think if Morehead can, number one, limit Denaria Blackwell as much as you can. You can't shut her down completely, but if you can limit her, maybe get her in some early foul trouble, and then secure as many defensive rebounds as possible, I think they've got a chance to win it.
For me, it comes up with one number, 14, Destiny Minter. She's got to stay out of foul trouble. This is the Ram Slayer. 8 games against Reidsville in her 4-year varsity career, averaging 18 points per game against the Rams in her career. So if number 14 stays on the court, no foul trouble, plays the defense she normally does, that will be a good start for Morehead. Let's talk about Reidsville, their road to success.
Well, it goes through Denaria Blackwell and Andrea Blackwell. I think they need to play the inside-out game. They like to hoist up some threes here and there that are a little bit early, in my opinion. You want to collapse that defense inside and then get those open looks outside. And, once they start getting open outside, they've been known to knock down some shots. And if they can knock down some outside balls after they've worked it inside, I think they've got a good shot.
I don't think they've had any trouble all season long getting good shots up. They've just missed them. They've done well getting shots inside, outside. Just got to make their shots.
The key for the squad led by head coach Dean Stillman. For me, Andrea Blackwell being hot from the perimeter and hitting 4 threes, 5 threes, 3 threes, just some threes to help out this lady offense. We're about ready for tip-off here at Morehead High School. It's number 3 Reidsville and number 2 Morehead here on RoCo Radio and RoCoRadio.com, presented by Tri-State Steel in Reidsville. We take you down to the floor for tonight's introductions.
Second round of the 2026 Mid-State 3-4 and 5A basketball tournament. Our opening contest features the Lady Panthers of Morehead High School hosting the Lady Rams of Reidsville High School. Your officials for this evening's contest are Hiram Gardner, Lyle Smith, and Nicholas Thorpe. Here are your starting lineups for this evening's contest. First, for the visiting Reidsville Red.
some discussion of the national anthem if it's going to be played. Now we get our introduction.
This evening's contest. First for the visiting Reidsville Rams. Starting at guard, sophomore, number 12, Denaria Blackwell. Starting at guard, freshman, number 21, Martea Blackwell. Starting at forward, sophomore, number 24, Andrea Blackwell. Starting at forward, junior, number 25, Loriah Whitaker. And starting at forward, sophomore, number 33, Traylyn Lawson. Rams are led by head coach Deanna Solomon and assistant coaches Serena Hooker and Sabrina Hooker. And here's your starting lineup for the Morehead Panthers. Starting at guard, sophomore, number 1, Taisha Martin. Starting at guard, freshman, number 11, Stacey Juarez. Starting at guard, freshman, number 12, Mariah Cobb. And starting at forward, senior, number 23, Alita Abernathy. And starting at guard, senior, number 14, Destiny Mentor. And this is led by head coach Corey Gibson and assistant coach Mary Shelton.
Your starting lineups, we start with Reidsville Rams. Denaria Blackwell at the point. Andrea Blackwell at shooting guard. Montia Blackwell as well. Whitaker at forward. The junior and Traylyn Lawson rounds up the starting lineup at center. For the home Morehead Panthers, number 2 seed Destiny Minter is at point. The senior, Taisha Martin at shooting guard. Nariah Cobb. The starting lineup by Leah Abernathy and Stacey Juarez. As we bring you the Star Spangled Banner. We head to center circle for our tip-off. The Rams on the left, the Panthers on the right. Cobb pushes Montia Blackwell. So here we go. Semi-final action underway here on this beautiful Wednesday. 8-10 Reidsville, 13-9 Morehead. The winner will face Rockingham County in the finals tomorrow night. Make that Friday night.
Well, it appears the officials didn't like the basketball.
Officials didn't like the basketball. Nobody liked the Star Spangled Banner before introductions. We're off to a great start. So here we go, the opening tip. It's won by Cobb and Morehead into the hands of Taisha Martin. Right to left for the Panthers in their home whites with checkering in red and black along the side of the uniforms, red lettering and numbering. Stolen away by Denaria Blackwell on the first possession and a foul on the way to the basket. For Morehead, they got here with a forfeit win over Walkertown. As it inbound is into Blackwell, the three from the wing is way past the rim and out of bounds.
Last touch by Destiny Mentor.
For the Rams, a win in the opening round at home, a 64-28 win over Bartlett Yancey. So inbound for Denaria Blackwell, bounce pass inside to the lane to Montia Blackwell, and she's fouled on the way up.
Well, Cobb picked up the personal. Now she and Juarez each have one personal, 2 team fouls for the Panthers.
Blackwell to the stripe. First free throw of the game is good. Second free throw spins in and out, rebound on the box out for Cobb here on the near side block. Gets it to Juarez. Crossover pass, Whitaker now passes the timeline near side. Cobb passes it to Taisha Martin on the wing. Now off the free throw line, Abernathy. Ball knocked away by Andrea Blackwell. Recovered in a floater by Taisha Martin is short. In the lane, saved by Abernathy on the baseline in the hands of Cobb. Second possession and a travel. Second chance opportunity turns into a turnover. And Rams basketball. 1-0 lead for the Rams with the ball left to right.
2 turnovers, 39 seconds in.
Right hand dribble for Blackwell. With 2 hands, pass it to the wing to Whitaker. Back to the top, pump fake for Denaria Blackwell. 2 up front in the 2-3 zone. It's Juarez and Taisha Martin. Far side wing for Whitaker. Now to the free throw line. Lawson with the float away jumper. Rebound by Montia Blackwell on the miss, but ripped away by Abernathy into the hands of Juarez. Up the timeline, right to left here near side. Cobb passes top of the key. Here's the 3 from Aaliyah Abernathy. It's off the rim. Rebound inside to Montia Blackwell. Couple volleys right next to the net and recovered by the Panthers. Between the legs, Minter with the baseline drive far side with the floater in and out. Put back is good for Nariah Cobb. First field goal of the night, 2-1. Morehead, 6:25 to play here in the first. They'll cover right on Denaria Blackwell. Full court pressure. Martin picks up on Andrea Blackwell, top of the key, now the wing. Denaria Blackwell splits it in off the low block. The shot by Lawson is blocked by Abernathy, then almost saved on the baseline off the leg of Lawson. It'll be called a jump ball instead. First jump ball of the night comes with 51 seconds into the game. Make that a minute 51 seconds. Bounce pass the inside, goes out of bounds from the baseline on the inbound. 6:08 to play here in the first quarter. 2-1 Reidsville. Or make that Morehead. Looking for the near side inbound, goes right to the lane. The floater off the glass. On the inbound from Denaria Blackwell to Andrea Blackwell. Now a Reidsville lead 3-2 and a turnover.
Minter knocks the ball out, loses the handle.
Near side, Whitaker inbounds at the timeline, right to the wing near side, driving to the elbow and stopping the pivot foot is Andrea Blackwell, and back out to Whitaker. Top of the key now for Denaria Blackwell. Right hand dribble, behind the back. Loses handle of it, almost knocked away by Taisha Martin. Taisha with tight coverage here on the near side wing, going to the lane, knocked away by
That's
Abernathy.
Blocked by Abernathy and taken away.
Saved on the baseline, and now she'll dribble it up the court. Has to plant on her pivot foot, gets it up to Cobb. Cobb on the far side to Juarez, who drives off the low block. It's in and out on the layup attempt. Rebound goes to Lariah Whitaker, the junior. Rams basketball with a 1-point lead, left to right. Near side wing, Blackwell. Above her head, pump fakes now back to the basket near the corner. Covered by Cobb. Back to the near side between the legs. Looking to drive as Denaria Blackwell finds the lane. Puts it up on the floater, no good. Rebound by Nariah Cobb, and forcing the jump ball is Montia Blackwell. The big story so far for me here early in this game, Jonathan, is the interior play of Abernathy defensively and Montia Blackwell.
Yeah, Abernathy with a couple of blocks, and Blackwell holding her own in there.
Andrea Blackwell knocks it out of bounds on the inbound attempt by the Panthers. It'll be resent on the inbound near side baseline near the corner. Gets it in to Abernathy, hand it back off to Mitchell, up the floor right to left. A wide open lane, fakes a pass, goes for the layup. Can't get it to fall for Minter. Rebound inside for Montia Blackwell. Now Denaria Blackwell on the far
good
side.
Screen.
Inside to Lawson off the fingertips, saved on the baseline in the corner near side by Andrea Blackwell. She dribbles it back out to the wing. Back to the Morehead logo for Denaria Blackwell. Tipped up and stolen by Nariah Cobb on the pass to Whitaker on the far side. Right into the lane with 2 hands. Nariah Cobb has all 4 of Morehead's points here in the first quarter. 4:23 to play in the frame. Nice crossover move right to left for Denaria Blackwell, but it
went off of her.
And rolls all the way to Coach Solomon on the far side bench. So Morehead inbound, just in front of the scorer's table.
Coach Solomon having a word with the official.
Inbound, Aisha Martin near side to Cobb. Back to the top for Martin. Looks to Abernathy at the free throw line. Scoops it back to the perimeter for Juarez. Off the baseline, drive and screen. Minter back around the perimeter to Juarez, and now back to the top for Martin. Juarez sets a screen for Martin on Andrea Blackwell, but Blackwell gets through it. Tight coverage, good defense on Martin. Plant the pivot foot for Martin, throws it here near side. It goes out of bounds. Trying to save it was Juarez right in front of the timeline.
And the pass was over her head, and Coach Gibson doesn't like what she sees, calls a timeout.
3:50 to play here in the first quarter. Reidsville with 3, Morehead 4. Tonight's broadcast brought to you by Tri-State Steel in Reidsville, distributing quality metals for over 30 years. Our clients range from mom and pop shops and building contractors to large manufacturers and fabricators. Visit us at our 6,000 square foot, fully stocked retail metal superstore, 2513 Richardson Drive, where we can help you meet your homeowner or hobbyist needs. Open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. till 5:30 p.m. and Saturday from 8 a.m. till noon. Call for a quote today at 336-280-4859. That's 336-280-4859 for Tri-State Steel, a value community member. Coming up tonight, it's the semifinals on the boys' slate. Number 3, McMichael at 15-6 against number 2, Walkertown, 15-7 and 9-2 in the conference. Walkertown, the number 16 team in the 3A, and McMichael, number 25 in the 3A RPI rankings. Semifinals here on the girls' slate. Morehead with a 4-3 lead. Just a bit more than halfway through the first quarter.
And we got the officials stopping things before the inbound.
Are they looking to deflate the ball a bit?
I think so.
There's a needle in the basketball right now from the official.
Letting just a little air out of it.
If we turn the crowd mic, we might be able to hear that.
I can hear it. I can hear the hiss.
I could hear too. Parrish, Walkertown, and McMichael will play at 7:30.
The officials are helping out Tom Brady.
It's the rocking. Over pass tipped away, intended for Whitaker to go out of bounds.
Stacey Juarez
inbound in front of the Morehead bench for Reidsville, left to right. They settle on the right side of the. Blackwell handles it with the right hand. Variety up front, she'll give some room to Blackwell. Now back to the logo for Denaria Blackwell with a crossover, drives at the free throw line. Blocked by Abernathy on the drive on the baseline for Andrea Blackwell.
Third block of the night for Abernathy. And Parrish Southern in the comments. Game time is scheduled for 7:30. And on how this one ends up.
If you're listening to us, I'd tune in around 7:15 to check. Inbound goes to Bush, who's in the ball game. Back to Blackwell on the corner. 3 doesn't fall. Rebound inside Montia Blackwell. Andrea Blackwell will rebound. Lawson, no good on that one. Another rebound for Montia Blackwell behind the basket, but her pass is intercepted by Taisha Martin. Right to left now for the Panthers. Martin off the number 14 to the line, Destiny Mitchell looking for her first points of the night. As we mentioned in the pregame show, averaging 18 points per game against the Rams in her 8 games against them on varsity.
make their first trip to the free throw line.
Minter spins the basketball, puts it up, and it finds a home.
Drano, literally.
You saying that free throw would clean the pipes?
I mean, it spun all around it.
Second one is nothing but net for Minter. She's got 2. Morehead leads it by 3, 6-3 here in the first quarter. Here's side drive for Blackwell. Spins out of coverage by Minter. Now 2 is on her. Martin and Minter with a timeout. With 2:47 to play here in the first quarter.
A little backcourt trap action from the Panthers on that one. Frustrating Denaria Blackwell.
To the side, Destiny Minter. Fourth game of the season between these two. Morehead leading the season series 2-1. Martia Blackwell inbounds it just in front of the timeline at midcourt. Denaria Blackwell crosses left to right. One-handed pass near side wing. Pump fake for Andrea Blackwell. Back to the top. Wide open Denaria Blackwell. Off the heel, bouncing away by Minter and into the hands of Juarez. Now tipped up by Andrea Blackwell in the corner on the far side. And recovering it. That's one heck of a defensive set there by both teams. Juarez.
That's Juarez's second.
So inbound for Denaria Blackwell, just to the left side of the bucket on the baseline, into the corner. Now look inside to Bush. Off her hands. Open run, and an easy lay-in for Taisha Martin. 8-3 Panthers. Blackwell gets right past 3 defenders. Behind the back pass to Bush. What a pass by Blackwell.
And the rebound by Taisha Martin.
Up the floor, right to left. Now Juarez in the corner on the pass. Martin get it into Abernathy. Powers through the paint and draws a foul with a two-handed shot.
Looks like
mid-post
jumper. They call it on Montea Blackwell, her first. Team second.
3 team fouls for the Panthers, 2 for the Rams. 1:53 to play here in the third. 8-3. His free throw is good. Aaliyah Abernathy, the senior. We'll see a substitution.
Cobb will go off.
Tiana Booker, the freshman, is in. Second free throw, can't roll in. Rebound on the box out for Whitaker. The junior gets up to the floor to Denaria Blackwell. Hesitates, stops, crossover move, stop and pop from the free throw line. No good, rebound to Minter. Off the coverage. One-handed pass right into the lane. Abernathy wide open with the one-hander on the layup from the low block. 3 points for Abernathy. 11-3 lead. Behind the back for Denaria Blackwell again. Ball squirts loose. Goes out of bounds on the baseline in the far side corner.
Last touch by, well, looks like it was last touch by Morehead. Maybe. No, it's going to go to the Panthers. They say that Denaria Blackwell was the last player to touch it.
So Minter will inbound. Goes with the long pass to midcourt to Juarez. Off her fingertips. Recovered by Jumper in the game for the Rams. Pass the timeline left to right. Rams basketball after the turnover. Andrea Blackwell into the lane with one hand. Rolls in and out. Juarez gets a handle on it. It goes to Minter up the floor right to left. After the miss, just off the low block, spins. The turnaround is good. 4 points for Minter. A 10-point lead for the Panthers here on their home court in the semifinals. Left to right now for the Rams, who will look to settle in offensively. Far side, Denaria Blackwell on the pass from Andrea Blackwell on the wing. Back to the top for Andrea Blackwell, who puts her hand in the air, gets the play call into her teammates. Hand it to Blackwell. Top of the key covered by Juarez. Crossover move, far side elbow. Scoop layup, draws a foul, doesn't fall, but to the line for number 12. looking for her first points of the evening.
And Tiana Booker will pick up the foul on that one. Personal foul number 1, team foul number 4.
37.7 on the clock here in the first. Rams to the line, Morehead with a 10-point lead. Free throws no good.
Denaria Blackwell sets up her second attempt, and it's good. Brings the score 13-4.
Inbound on the baseline, Juarez to Abernathy, who dribbles up with the left hand. Pass to defenders, wide open on the wing for 2. Taisha Martin doesn't fall, but the rebound right there for Juarez. The second opportunity goes past the rim, rebound to the Rams. Up the floor, Denaria Blackwell left to right into the lane. Can't force it through, miss on the layup. Good defense by Abernathy inside. I think they're going to call it out of bounds on the sideline, far side.
Taisha Martin was just streaking up the sideline. Must have touched it with the ball or her foot.
Melita, if you could, let us know if the skipping got better when I moved this router. Blackwell gets it in on the inbound from Whitaker. Denaria Blackwell top the key, 8 seconds. Lets it go from 3. It doesn't fall. Up in the air to Juarez with 3 seconds. And stolen away by Blackwell on the pass to the far side. Had a chance at the layup at the horn and just missed it on the far side. So after one, a 13-4 lead for Morehead. Let's see if we can get this rounder in a good spot.
It's a little better.
Trying to get.
Well, shooting woes were the story for the Reidsville Rams in the first quarter. Just one made field goal out of 16 attempts. On the Morehead side, 4 field goals. Make that 5 field goals out of 12 attempts. Reidsville 2 of 4 from the free throw line. Morehead 3 of 4.
Mentor leading the way, and Cobb with 4 apiece for Morehead. 2 for Andrea Blackwell. And 1 apiece for Denaria Blackwell and Montia Blackwell for the Rams. Whitaker will inbound here near side at the timeline. And left to right for the Rams here in the first half. In the corner for Andrea Blackwell, back around the perimeter. Knife it into the paint just off the free throw line. Backed out by Montia Blackwell to Lariah Whitaker, far side. Pass it wing to wing, near side wing 3 for Blackwell. Hit at the waist, she'll go to the line for 3.
Foul called against Taisha Martin. That's her first, but it's going to put Andrea Blackwell on the line for 3.
First one is good.
Andrea Blackwell now with 3 points.
Nothing but net.
She's got great form on her free throws. Bending the knees, backspin.
Just off the front iron, rebound inside for Booker. Up the floor, the far side, Taisha Martin blows past her defender. Baseline jumper is short. Rebound Blackwell here on the near side. That's Denaria Blackwell. The left-hand dribble right into the lane. Hits the jumper, and that one falls short. Out of bounds.
Looked like Minner touched it, but couldn't get the handle on it. And Madeline Wade will make her first appearance for Stacy Juarez. Juarez getting the start tonight. The Morehead Panthers going with a little bit of a smaller lineup, a little more speed out there. Well, I thought Juarez was going off.
Looks like it'll be Taisha Martin instead. Our side wing, man, they deked you and they deked me too, because I thought the same thing. Near side wing for Denaria Blackwell, left hand to right hand dribble. 2-3 zone defense for the Panthers, up 13-6. Go inside, jumper, can't hit the jumper. Goes out of bounds on the baseline, and it's Morehead basketball. Juarez to inbound. Juarez passes it into Booker. Now a bounce pass back to Juarez. Up the floor, past the timeline, and right to the lane for Destiny Minter, who draws the foul on the far side.
Looks like that foul is probably going to go against Andrea Blackwell. That's her first.
My favorite part of the free throws is looking over to the bench and watching the coaches instruct to the singular player that's with them. For Coach Solomon, it's Andrea Blackwell, and it was Aaliyah Abernathy for Coach Price. Free throw's good. 5 points for Destiny Minter, 14-6 lead for the Panthers. In the corner, beautiful pass from Denaria Blackwell to Andrea Blackwell. Not enough on the shot though. Juarez with the rebound, jumper battles for it, down to the floor. And you ready for it? Ready for it? Wait for the signal. Oh, it's a foul. I thought it was going to be a jump ball.
I think it was a jump ball. I didn't see him give a number on the
I didn't either.
On the foul. The arrow does belong to Morehead, so
I didn't see him put 2 thumbs up in the air either.
I know. I missed that part. Good cross-court pass from Minter.
Right to Booker.
Oh, nice lay-in for Booker. Off the Minter assist.
Out of the timeout, Coach Price greets her squad.
Hit her in stride from the block. Cross-court from mid-court. That was a pretty pass.
6:37 to play in the second, 16-6. Morehead. What a feat for Coach Corey Price in her second season, leading the Panthers' first 500 season in more than 20 years. To our best account, last time the team was over 500, the 1998-99 season where they went 25-3, were runner-up in the state championship in the 3A. Amy Simpson, the NC State commit and I believe 5-year player, averaged 37 points per game that season.
Amy Simpson was an absolute beast.
Through the lane for Denaria Blackwell. Gets
rolled it in.
The hometown roll away from home.
She's got 3.
16-8. Far side in the corner. Minter trying to save it. She does. Drives, passes to Abernathy, right to the cup.
Oh, wow.
It will go in and out. Rebound to Denaria Blackwell. One-handed pass right up the floor, cross court. Far side, has to readjust is Andrea Blackwell. Turnaround one-hander won't go in. Morehead rebound with 6 minutes to play here in the first half. Juarez will handle the basketball for the Panthers right to left. Near side wing for Wade, make it back to the top of the key. Destiny Minter with the left-hand dribble between the legs, switches to the right. Hands it off to Abernathy on the wing, covered by Whitaker. Now in the corner, here's the baseline drive. Minter looks for Booker. Booker back to the top of the key. Juarez, quick pass to Minter. Thought about shooting on the wing, instead to the free throw line. Fakes the floater, pass it to Booker, back out to the elbow, near side. Abernathy for 2. 18-8 Morehead.
Good ball movement from the Panthers on that sequence.
Lawson waits to check in for the Rams. Taisha Martin for the Panthers. Blackwell handles it on the wing, loses it. It's taken away by Madeline Wade. Into the hands of Juarez, who looks in the lane, tripped up, throws it at the hoop. It won't fall. Rebound to Montia Blackwell. Right up the floor, left to right for the Rams. Into the lane through 3 defenders. Denaria Blackwell hits the hardwood, but will stand back up and head to the free throw line. No bucket.
Destiny Minter picks up her first personal. send Denaria Blackwell for her second trip to the free throw line tonight.
First free throw is good. .455 to play here in the second quarter, 18-9. Near side wing. Now top of the key for Whitaker.
Off the mark and out of bounds.
Inbound for Taisha Martin. 4:42 to play here in the second quarter. 18-9. Morehead.
Gets it into Abernathy. Back to Martin.
And down to the floor.
Pressure in the backcourt, but it looked like Montea Blackwell reached in. Her second personal. Team foul number 2.
Inbound for Abernathy. Martin handles the basketball. Past the timeline, middle of the court. Far side for Minter. Looking for the baseline in the corner. Spins at the block. Hit in the face was Destiny Minter. Goes to the ground. Gets the shot up, though. She'll head to the free throw line. Morehead 18, Reidsville 9. 4:25 to play here in the first half.
And Montea Blackwell just picked up her third personal on that one. Less than halfway through the second quarter.
Free throw's good.
Destiny Men are 4 or 5 from the free throw line so far.
Second free throw. We're going to have
lane violation.
We've seen a lot of those the last 2 days.
We have. They're just getting a little overzealous, trying to get in the lane before the shot gets out of the hand.
Blackwell past the timeline right to left. Looks right in past the free throw line. Back out from Blackwell to Lariah Whitaker.
First three-pointer made by either team.
Minter barks in the play call past the timeline. Picked up by Denaria Blackwell. Near side wing, one-handed pass. Madeline Wayne to the corner for Abernathy. Off the rim, rebound Taisha Martin. Smallest player on the floor, but with hard on that rebound. Goes to the ground. It'll be a jump ball. Possession arrow in favor of the Rams.
Abernathy tried to answer that three ball. Was a little bit off the mark. Good rebound by Martin, but then tied up.
Inbound for Whitaker to Denaria Blackwell. Goes far side wing. Andrea Blackwell back to Denaria at the top. Back in the corner now. Blackwell with the pump fake. Stops for 2 just off the elbow. Rolls off the back of the rim. Lawson grabs the rebound. Wade is in there as well as Cobb to force another jump ball. Possession arrow in favor of the Panthers this time.
I need a new over and under for Jay. Number of jump balls in the game. Over and under mark is 12.
Left side inbound. Minter goes to Wade. Right back to Minter, right to left. With a right-hand dribble, gets past the timeline, hands it off to Taisha Martin, who's picked up by Andrea Blackwell defensively. Go to the free throw line. High arcing pass. Overthrown, intended for Abernathy, picked up by Lawson. Bounce pass to Denaria Blackwell, past the timeline, left to right for the Rams, down 19-12. Blackwell in the corner here, near side. Covered by Cobb. Holds the basketball, goes back to the top, just off the midcourt logo. Denaria Blackwell with a one-handed pass. Back in the corner for Andrea Blackwell. Back to the basket on the perimeter. Covered tightly by Cobb.
Looking at the 5-second violation. And there it is.
She got it. Good defense by Mariah Cobb, the freshman.
Andrea Blackwell lacking a little bit of awareness there. Needed to get rid of the ball.
Inbound, Minter gives it to Juarez. 19-12, Morehead, 2:55 to play here in the first half.
Big Will in the comments. RoCo is the best in the business.
Nice screen by Wade. Juarez dishes it in off the elbow to Abernathy. Almost lost on the Loose dribble into the corner, but picked back up. Abernathy in the corner, goes to Cobb. Ball knocked loose. It's in the hands of Denaria Blackwell. Right up to the lane with the scoop off the glass for Denaria Blackwell. She has 6.
You have got to deny her the lane in transition or she will pick you apart.
5-point ball game. 2-possession game. Near side, a cutting pass. Errant just tried to lead Abernathy, did Juarez.
Unforced error.
From the near side wing to the far side wing, but it was in front of Abernathy. She couldn't get to it.
And we got a timeout. Looks like Coach Price will take the timeout.
2:17 to play here in the first half. Morehead 19, Reidsville 14. Thanks to our sponsor presenting basketball all season long, Tri-State Steel in Reidsville, your retail metal superstore, 2513 Richardson Drive, where they can help you meet your homeowner or hobbyist needs. Open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. till 5:30 p.m. and Saturday from 8 a.m. till noon. Grab a quote today at 336-280-4859. That's 336-280-4859 for Tri-State Steel, a value community member. Here come the Rams. Denaria Blackwell out of the timeout, 2:13 to play here in the first half. Far side wing, loses the basketball, picked up by Wave on the elbow, up the floor, right to left now for Juarez. Stopped by the defensive Blackwell, who switches to Minter with the basketball, just off the timeline on the far side. Looks to drive, back out on the perimeter, now in the corner for Minter on the far side. Pumps high, now drives baseline with the two-handed J.
Nearly the end one.
And draws the foul.
Looks like the foul will go against Jumper.
The penalty is number 30, Sienna Jumper. Her first, team's fourth.
Minter's career high of 29 came against Reidsville last year at Reidsville. Free throw is good for Minter.
Minter 5 of 7 from the free throw line so far.
It tied a career high, which was set as a sophomore. Second free throw is home.
Well, Minter's got 8 tonight, and 6 of them have come from the stripe.
7-point game, 21-14, 2-3 defense. For the Panthers, it forces a 3 from Whitaker. Long on it, Lawson with the rebound, but it's knocked out of bounds. Behind the basket.
Cobb called for the foul on that one, reaching in, trying to poke the ball away from Lawson. And they will say Lawson was in the act of shooting.
Free throw hits off the heel for Lawson. And here in the second quarter on the gridiron, a 21-14 score.
Yeah, very football score right now. Somebody kick a field goal.
Lawson's second free throw attempt for Reidsville is good.
Draylon Lawson with her first point of the night there.
21-15, Morehead with the basketball. 1:35 to play in the second quarter.
And Minter will bring it up. She's taking back over the point duties.
Right hand dribble to the left hand on the crossover. Now one-handed pass with the right hand, top of the key for Abernathy. Pumps on the 3 attempt.
Good shot,
goes
Faye.
right to the lane. 7 points for Abernathy.
Abernathy, the big forward, driving in like a guard.
Here comes Blackwell trying to scoop it. Heavy pressure. It's out of bounds on the miss. I think that'll go off of Abernathy, though.
Yeah, it went off of Abernathy on that one. And Coach Price over there getting a little animated.
I don't think I've been to a game where she's not animated. She is into it every time.
Oh, yeah.
It's probably a big part in the difference of this team this year. Inbound.
And one off the inbound.
Inbound to Blackwell inside to the bucket with the J and the foul. Andrea Blackwell has 6, looking to make it 7. It's the second foul, or make it the first foul on Abernathy. Team foul number 5 for Morehead.
It means the Rams will have the bonus for the rest of the second quarter. Rams also have no fouls to give.
Free throw is in and out. Rebound in the box out by the freshman Booker. to Juarez up the far sideline to Minter on the wing. Stops, thinks about shooting, back out to Juarez with 1 minute to play here in the second quarter. Booker from the free throw line, back out to the wing, near side by Taisha Martin. Back to the elbow for Booker. Back to the far side, and backpedaling to the timeline is Minter. Covered by Andrea Blackwell. Pass it in the corner to Abernathy. Aaliyah Abernathy, 2 hands on the basketball, pass it inside, just off the low back, block off to the free throw line
pass play
for Juarez.
Stacy Juarez with her first 2, a little mid-range jumper.
25-17. Top of the key now for Denaria Blackwell. Fires one inside to Lawson. It's off the rim, off the glass, and ripped back by Lawson. But it'll be a pushing foul as Minter grabbed that basketball. We said a lot about Destiny Minter as a point guard, but this is a guard that averages just under 5 rebounds per game.
What was the call? Did they call a jump ball?
They must have.
Well, arrow belonged to Reidsville.
Inbound.
Yep, jump ball.
Blackwell. Back to Andrea Blackwell. Off the wing, far side. Now in the corner. Denaria Blackwell wide open. In and out on the 3. Rebound Abernathy. Over jumper. And Skip passes it off the ankle of Lariah Whitaker out of bounds to reset the Panthers offense. Juarez to inbound in the corner here near side, trying to get up the floor, right to left to Abernathy. Walks the sideline, passes the timeline, holds the basketball on her pivot foot, and lets the horn expire here in the second quarter. After 2, a 25-17 lead for Morehead. A 12 to 13 point difference in the second quarter in favor of Reidsville. A 13 to 4 first quarter for Morehead. Your scoring summary, we'll get the halftime stats from Hatman here in just a minute, but your scoring summary, Denaria Blackwell was 6, Andrea Blackwell was 6 for Reidsville, 3 for Lariah Whitaker, and 1 apiece each for Montia Blackwell and Traylon Lawson. For the Morehead Panthers, Destiny Minter is leading the way with 8. Right behind her, Aaliyah Abernathy was 7, 4 for Nariah Cobb, and 2 apiece for Taisha Martin, Stacy Juarez, and Tiana Booker. Your thoughts, Mr. J?
Look, I think Morehead, just like with how the game's been going, should be up by more. I think on the Reidsville side, when Reidsville's driving to the basket, Morehead's like clearly swiping and not trying to foul. And I'm not saying you should foul to where they can't make the shot. I'm not advocating for like intentional, blatant, hard fouls. But I am saying when they're going up for a layup, just like smacking them on their non-dominant hand wrist is not smart. And that's the reason Reidsville's going to stay in this game. We talked to Coach Lugers before about a Reidsville game they played in. He said basketball's a game of runs. Usually whoever ends up with the last run wins it. And the last time it seemed like Morehead's best run in the game was when they were getting a couple of transition buckets. I think they should focus on that more. Then Reidsville's best run seemed to be everything's going to feel like a run because of how low scoring it is. 25-17. Reidsville scores 2 baskets and they cut the deficit in half. It's so low scoring that it's going to come down to like every single play matters, kind of like a football game. I think somebody said it was a football score earlier. So it's a game of runs. Morehead's got to limit any Reidsville runs, and they need to break out in transition. If you're Reidsville, you're hoping Denaria Blackwell can keep taking it to the cup and get her teammates involved and get fouled on the way up.
Well, halftime stats. Let's see, you've got Taisha Martin on the Morehead side with 2 points, 3 rebounds, and a steal. Tiana Booker, 2 points, 2 assists, 3 rebounds. Madeline Wade with 2 steals. Stacy Juarez, 2 points, an assist, 3 rebounds, 3 steals. Nariah Cobb, 4 points, 3 rebounds, 1 steal. Destiny Minter, 10 points, 2 assists, 2 rebounds, and a steal. And Aaliyah Abernathy, 7 points, 2 rebounds, and 3 blocks. Morehead Panthers shot 9 of 20 from the field, 45%, 0 of 2 from beyond the arc, and 7 of 10 from the free throw line for a 70% clip. Over on the Reidsville side, as a team, they shot 5 of 29 field goals, 17.2%, 1 of 9 from beyond the arc, 11%, and a 50-50, 6 of 12 from the free throw line. Denaria Blackwell with 6 points, 2 assists, 2 rebounds, 2 steals. Montia Blackwell has 5 rebounds and 1 point on the game. Andrea Blackwell with 6 points, 1 assist, 1 rebound, 1 steal. Lariah Whitaker with 3 points, 2 rebounds. Sanaya Jumper with 1 steal. And Draylon Lawson with 1 point, 2 rebounds, 1 steal. And Anaya Bush with 1 rebound.
What's the stat that sticks out to you the most, Hadley?
7 for 10 free throws. I know I'm not Hatley, but
that's a big part of it.
It's literally the difference
lead,
in the game.
8-point lead, and you're 7 of 10 from the line versus 6 of 12.
And maybe on the opposite side, the stat that sticks out is the shooting percentage from 3 for Reidsville.
Yeah, 1 of 9, 11.1%, but 5 of 29 from the field. They put up 9 more shots than the Panthers, but the Panthers shot 45% from the field at 9 of 20. And the turnovers have been pretty level. Reidsville turned the ball over 13 times, Morehead 10. But I think transition buckets and points off turnovers have been a big difference for the Panthers as well.
Panthers not only looking to advance to the finals, they're looking to move to 500 here at home, though this is considered a quote-unquote neutral court. 5-6 on the year here at home. Looking to
Another
move to
reason Max Preps just has to ruin everything.
I know.
I have to go in when I'm doing when I'm preparing for a game, I have to go in and look at their neutral site games for every team and make sure they weren't played at home. And then sometimes they count the home games as neutral site games. So it's just terrible all around.
Are you saying that Max Preps is a nightmare and not a dream?
Max Preps is as good as the people who are inputting the data into it.
Max Preps is as good as white cheddar popcorn, but not as bad as popcorn.
Is it a perfect system? No. But, if teams are staying on top of their stuff, it's pretty accurate.
See, Hadley, I used to agree with you until I realized the RPI, just the website, was literally calculating wrong. So,
yeah, but that's done by the NCHSAA.
Listen, this is the United States of America. Mostly everything is calculated wrong.
Hey, there are 2 types of people in this world. Those that use the metric system and those that have been to the moon.
And then there's me.
What is
I'm just talking about Americans in general. We use Imperial, and we're the only country that's ever been to the moon.
So Joe just said that he's not an American and doesn't use the metric system, okay? I don't know what.
Take what you will from that.
I don't really like this. Just interpret it how you may.
Nah, I was just saying math ain't my strong suit. It's not my weak suit. It's not even a suit for me. It's foreign. It's illegal.
I can't handle this.
It's sweatpants and tennis shoes.
It's everything wrong with the world. Mathematics, I like popcorn more than I like mathematics.
People think, if you think that was fake or something, you'd see on TV, or we just let's make a controversy for fun. We argued about that in the parking lot after the game.
True story. Absolutely true story.
25-17, Morehead leads it at the half. Just about 2 minutes away from the start of the third quarter. Coming up tonight, it's the Mid-State Conference semifinals game number 2 as number 3 McMichael takes on number 2 Walkertown. We'll have that rate after this one. We'll drop off of this broadcast and start a new one on Facebook, on Substack, RoCoRadio.com, and on YouTube.
Do you think it's whoever makes more shots or higher percentage of shots in the second half comes away with this. Well, Reidsville's down 8, but
I mean,
pretending they're tied.
You know, shooting percentages do make a difference, but, you know, if you take 27 shots and you make 7 of them and the other team takes 6 and makes 5, you're going to win. You know,
true.
percentage doesn't count as much as makes, especially in a girls' game. You know, you don't see
especially in a girl. What?
No, you don't see as high a made percentage in girls' basketball as you do in men's.
That's true.
That's why second chance opportunities are so key. And getting the offensive rebound to give your team a chance. I think that'll be key in the second half. Also,
and we talked in the pregame about the rebounding difference. You know, Reidsville had 13 rebounds in the first half. Morehead had 16. So Morehead's doing a good job on the boards, and it's been spread out across the board. You know, they've got 4 ladies with 3 rebounds and 2 with 2. Over on the Reidsville side, Montea Blackwell has 5, and no one else has more than 2.
I think Reidsville has to get hot from the perimeter.
Not even hot, just lukewarm.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, they're going to have to subscribe to that theory that sometimes 3s are better than 2s.
Yes. Or they'll have to work it inside at just a bit more.
Something.
Take the lid off.
That lid's, I mean, there's a lot back there.
What?
I've seen a couple 3s just flying that you know that because the baseline is so far away from the wall that it affects their shot.
Yes.
Yeah, it's definitely a different visual here at Morehead.
I'm the type of basketball player that would want to play in a sardine can.
He's the type of basketball player that did 3 windmill dunks in the first half of his
I'm the
state
type of
championship.
basketball player that threw a punch at somebody because when he was playing basketball, he got called a wrestler boy. That's the type of basketball player I am, even though the person that called me a wrestler boy was telling the truth.
Is
That's
that
a
meant to be
flagrant one.
offensive? Like, is that like do people say that as an insult?
They did to me.
Okay.
We start the third quarter. Juarez with the basketball, covered by Blackwell. Almost stolen away by Whitaker. Minter picks it up, though. Far side wing now. Right-hand dribble for Juarez. Knifes right through the paint. Looks inside, back to the basket. Cobb hands it off to Abernathy. Tries to get through 2. Bounce pass behind the basket. Back into Cobb. It doesn't fall. Go to rebound by Lawson. Covered tightly by Cobb. Trying to swat it away, but back to her point guard as Blackwell takes it up the floor. Denaria Blackwell right to left on the wing. Spins just off the mid-post. It's stolen at the free throw line by Juarez. Juarez, it gets stolen away by her. Knocked to the ground at least by Denaria Blackwell. And the recovery defense picked up by Minter. And with 2 hands off the glass.
Minter now has 12.
10-point lead, 27-17. Three is no good. Rebound, Abernathy. Up the floor, near side for Minter. Left hand, right hand to left hand, back to right hand. Passes it on the wing. Back to the top of the key. Martin to Abernathy. 3 is well and short. Lawson with the rebound with 2 hands over the head. Passes it on the break to Andrea Blackwell. It's 2-on-1 back on defense, though, for Morehead and knocked out of bounds.
Stacy Juarez just hustled across court to knock that one out of bounds.
Blackwell inbounds on the baseline, far side. Now off the wing, taking the 3. Blackwell splashes it home. Andrea Blackwell has 9. There's that 3 we were talking about. 7-point ball game. 27-20 Morehead. Left to right, Juarez. Far side to Taisha Martin. Off the baseline run. It's a corner 3 for Minter. Rolls off the rim. Off the hands of Lawson. It'll go to Morehead.
Destiny Minter, her first 3-point attempt to answer off the mark, but knocked out of bounds by Lawson.
Inbound Abernathy to Martin. just off the wing. Thought about shooting it. Nobody covering her in the
all the
2-3
room
zone.
in the world.
Back into
Take
Abernathy.
the shot.
Back out to the top of the key off the front iron. Miss. It's a rebound for Andrea Blackwell. Dribbles up the floor mid-court. Knocked down is Jumper. Will have a foul. A pushing foul. It's going to be on Abernathy.
It's her second personal. Team foul number 1.
Inbound Whitaker right to the free throw line from the near sideline. Blackwell drives away from it in the corner, covered by Abernathy. Tight defense, trying to trap her in the corner on the far side. Bounce pass back out to Denaria Blackwell, covered by Martin. Back to Blackwell for 3!
Oh!
From the corner on the far side, back-to-back threes for Andrea Blackwell. She's got 12, and we've got a 4-point ball game. Far side now for Minter. Off the wing, just near the corner, now dribbles back out to the wing. From the free throw line in the lane, past 2 defenders. Hard off the glass, rebound, Sienna Jumper. Gets it to Lariah Whitaker, now up to the middle of the court for Denaria Blackwell. Pass it to the wing on the far side to the hot hand, Andrea Blackwell. Off the elbow, works her way here near side for 3, just off the top of the key. Back-to-back trays. 15 points for Blackwell and a 1-point game here in the semifinals.
Well, we said it in the halftime. Throw up some of those threes, and now we've got a 1-point ball game. Andrea Blackwell with 3 in a row.
A 10-1 run.
She is 3 of 5 from beyond the arc.
Make that a 9-1 run. I can't do math. It's actually a
9-2
run.
9-2.
Told you. 5:05 to play here in the third. Morehead basketball after the make from Andrea Blackwell. 3 trays here in the third quarter.
Juarez will bring it up to the timeline.
Left to right for the Panthers. Right hand dribble. Blackwell with a tight defense. Pass it off the elbow to Nariah Cobb. Covered by 2. Ripped away. It's stolen by Andrea Blackwell. At the top of the key, works his way to the far side wing, covered by 2. She'll lower the shoulder to get past Martin. Right to the lane with one hand. It doesn't fall. Rebound. Second chance for the Rams. Rebound by Whitaker. Near side wing spin by Denaria Blackwell. The fadeaway jumper is off the front iron and rebounded Nariah Cobb left to right. Hands it off to Juarez. Juarez walks past the timeline at the midpoint of the court. Far side corner now for Minter. Minter looking for a teammate. Fires it back to the top. High pass, but brought in by Taisha Martin at the midcourt logo. 4:17 to play here in the third. 27 for Morehead, 26 for Reidsville. Looking inside to Martin. 3 are there. It's volleyed and knocked away into the hands of Denaria Blackwell. Loses it off her shoot top, battling for it. Her and Juarez as it goes to the floor.
Jump ball.
And a jump ball.
And it'll stay with Reidsville. Juarez will check out.
Abernathy back in the game for the Panthers. Inbound on the baseline, right side of the hoop. All the way back to the top to Andrea Blackwell. Now Denaria Blackwell off the far side wing for 3. Doesn't fall in the corner. It'll go out of bounds here near side.
Oh, they called it. Minter touched it before he
Minter touched it before she
gone
went out
of
of bounds. She waited patiently.
That was the right call. The ball had not touched out of bounds. It was still a live ball.
It was in the air off the bounce, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
Coach Price wants an explanation. Or either that or she's frustrated with the call. Oh, now they're going to switch it, I think. They will switch it.
They're going to stick with it.
They're going to stick with it, okay. Whitaker will inbound here near side, right to the top. Denaria Blackwell, far side wing to Andrea Blackwell. Trying to spin away from Taisha Martin. Back to the basket. Can't find the fade. Goes back to the perimeter. On the pump. The slide now inside to Lawson from Denaria Blackwell with one hand. Traylon Lawson with 3. Rams with the lead, 28-27.
I think that's the first lead of the game for the Rams.
Is. Far side corner for Taisha Martin. Works her way to the wing. High pass away from the defender, Andrea Blackwell, into the hands of Nariah Cobb. Back to Martin on the wing. Pass to the freshman Booker. It's off her hands. Andrea Blackwell with the steal. Right into the paint. Off the glass. 17 points for Andrea Blackwell, the sophomore. And a 3-point lead for Reidsville. Far side wing. Mitchell to the free throw line.
That's going to be a reach in. Looks like foul. It's going to. Not sure who it's against. It's against Denaria Blackwell. That's her second.
Far side for Minter. No look pass to Booker off the elbow. Far side, now near side wing for Martin. Covered by Whitaker on the baseline, just off the corner. It's Cobb back to the elbow for Booker. Now Cobb for two. 1 point gain, 30-29. On the baseline, Jay. Jumper not paying attention. It hits off her back on the pass from Blackwell. Recovered, though, by Whitaker. Here on the near side wing. Picked up by Minter defensively. Trying to spin on the coverage, putting hands on the basketball. Is Minter to force the jump ball.
Minter gets in there, forces a Morehead possession on the jump ball.
Reidsville 30, Morehead 29, 2:44 to play here in the third. Andrea Blackwell with one heck of a third quarter, 17 total. 3 threes here in this frame. Enter past the timeline of the inbound left to right. Right hand dribble to the baseline. Trying to drive that baseline. She's knocked out of bounds by Whitaker. There'll be a foul on number 25.
And Whitaker getting a little animated with the official. Might not be the smartest thing to do. So that's only her first foul.
So Leah Abernathy will inbound to the right side of the hoop on the baseline. All the way to the top to Minter, who pump fakes, holds the basketball. Now takes the dribble with the right hand. Switches hands, bounce pass in the corner to Booker. Covered by Whitaker. Back out to the wing. Minter with a long pass, wing to wing, far side for Martin. Goes to the elbow for Booker on the far side. Knocked away off the hands of Minter. Recovered, though, in the corner by Cobb. Now a corner three on the pass to Minter. Destiny Minter with the tray. She's got 15. And a travel carry call.
First three-pointer of the game made by the Panthers. Gives them the 2-point lead.
And then the turnover on the carry of the basketball, trying to get up the floor. So Morehead basketball inbound for Minter. Gets it to Booker, right back to Minter. Looks inside the low block, passes it to Cobb. Forces up the shot, but it's a travel before the shot. So back-to-back turnovers. Now Reidsville basketball down 2. 1:56 to play here in the third. Blackwell handles it. That's Andrea Blackwell with the right hand past the timeline. Middle of the floor. From the top with the crossover to the elbow near side. Back to the basket. Turns on the pivot foot. Bounce pass to Denaria Blackwell. Tries to spin away from Taisha Martin. Between the legs. Crossover to the right hand. With a dagger inside to Lawson. Misses the bunny. It's rebound by Montia Blackwell and a jump ball force with a tight play by Tiana.
Booker reached in and got the ball there, and Morehead playing a little bit of a with Taisha Martin, man up with Denaria Blackwell.
Baseline inbound, possession here in favor of the Rams. A bounce pass right into Lawson. Shot falling, but she'll head to the line.
Third foul.
Then Lawson with 3 at the charity stripe. Off the back iron.
Draylon Lawson now 1 of 3 from the stripe.
Rebound offensively for Lariah Whitaker. Out to the perimeter, now to the elbow here on the near side. Covered by 2 is Andrea Blackwell. Splits the defense though. Pass it to Montia Blackwell just off the perimeter. Inside to Lawson, tries to force it up. Abernathy of Morehead. Up the floor left to right on the long pass to Booker at the timeline. Crossing midcourt, near side wing. Minter, no look pass to Martin. Now just off the free throw line. Looking to drive is Abernathy. The pump
Looks like that's going to go against Whitaker.
And Abernathy stays down on her knees, but she's back up.
Yeah, she went down pretty hard. That was a hip-to-hip contact, and Abernathy looks like she's a little hurt.
Clock continued to run there. They might put some more time on there. They're 54. So 1-1 to play here in the third. Morehead 32, Reidsville 30. Morehead with the basketball. Inbound on the baseline to the wing. Abernathy to Minter. Now back to Abernathy for the corner drive. Touches. Blackwell on the putback attempt by Cobb, but recovered by the Panthers. Right in with the one-handed pass. Minter looks to Cobb again. It's knocked out of bounds. Keep it on this side of the court. 46.4 to play. Winner advances to take on Rockingham County in the conference tournament finals on Friday night. Inbound all the way to the top from Abernathy to Minter. Far side wing for Nariah Cobb. Covered by Montia Blackwell. Booker just elbow will be brought back. Basketball near midcourt. Back to the basket for Tyesha Martin. Cobb, who will now back. Minter holds at the M logo on the far side wing in front of the Morehead bench, covered by Denaria Blackwell. Switch it off to Tyesha Martin. Far side three for Abernathy off the front iron. Save, tipped up. Cobb, no good. Rebound to Andrea Blackwell with a second left. She throws a pass, no shot. And we head to the fourth quarter, a 2-point ball game. A 13-5 quarter for Reidsville. Make it 13-7 quarter for Reidsville. A big part of that. Pointers for Andrea Blackwell, who has 17. So we head to the fourth quarter. Reidsville 30, Morehead 32.
It's everything. Back and forth seesaw battle. You know, that first quarter and that first half, you know, an 8-point differential, and that's down to one possession. Reidsville even took the lead for a little bit there.
Tonight's semifinal matchup brought to you by Tri-State Steel in Reidsville, distributing quality metals for over 30 years. Our clients range from mom and pop shops and building contractors to large manufacturers and fabricators. Visit us at our full 2513 Richardson Drive, open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. till 5:30 p.m. and Saturday from 8 a.m. till noon. Call for a quote today at 336-280-4859. Tri-State Steel, a valued community member. Who stops and just hands it off to the point guard, Minter, to start the fourth quarter. At the midcourt logo, Andrea Blackwell with the defense, left to right for Morehead. Mariah Cobb here on the near side wing, a bit of a wild pass, able to bring it back in and get it to Tyesha Martin. Martin at the logo now, covered by Andrea Blackwell. Nice screen set by Cobb, but it's going to be a moving screen foul.
Got to get those feet set. That's the third on Cobb.
First team foul.
She looked like a pulling guard on that play. Just put the shoulder into her.
Would have been nice for a 5-6 yard carry.
Oh, yeah. Trap left.
Right to left for Reidsville. After the foul. Crossover move, a beautiful one to the left hand. Skip pass inside to Lawson. Off the low block. It's hard off the rim. Rebound to Destiny Minter. Beautiful pass, though, by Blackwell. Right hand now for Minter. Switches left, goes between the legs. Covered by two. Back to the top. It's Abernathy with two hands to the far side wing. Tyesha Martin for three. Oh. No good. Rebound Montia. Blackwell off the far side block. It's thrown away by Minter and off the glass. Minter was 17. 34-30. Morehead at the free throw line already for Denaria Blackwell. One-handed pass to the wing right inside. This time it doesn't fall for Montia. It goes to
jump ball between Booker and Lawson.
And Booker fight for it here on the low block.
Possession arrow will stay with the Rams, so they'll take it out on their own baseline.
2-possession game right into Whitaker for 3. Oh, I thought that was going to fall, but just too much on it. Rebound to Minter, who's hit hard on the pass by Andrea Blackwell. She doesn't like it that it's a foul. It's her second, though. She's all right.
Oh, yeah, no one in any real foul trouble. A few players with 3, but, we're in the last quarter.
Morehead with the inbound. Minter gets it in to Juarez. Past the timeline. Just off midcourt. Now to Abernathy. Ripped away by Andrea Blackwell with 2 hands and muscle. To the free throw line. Stop and pop for Andrea Blackwell. Hits off the glass. Rebound with 1 hand to Abernathy at the mid post. Juarez gets the basketball now to Minter, the point guard. Past the timeline, left to right. Looks in the corner here near side, covered by 2. Right in to Booker, now back out. Here's a Juarez 3. Out, in and back out. Rebound on the far side for Denaria Blackwell. With speed, 3-on-2 break. Draws a foul, doesn't roll in.
Oh, and it looked like she's a little slow to get up. Tiana Booker picks up her second. Team's second.
4-point lead for Morehead. Reidsville at the line to shoot 2. It's Denaria Blackwell, the sophomore, with 6 points.
And she's 2 of 4 from the stripe so far tonight.
In and out on the knuckler. No spin of the basketball, just floated up there. Second free throw attempt this trip. It's off the side iron. Rebound long, though, to Andrea Blackwell. They've done a great job of rebounding on free throws. Loses the handle, though. It goes out of bounds on the baseline on the far side.
Last touch by Booker.
Blackwell will line up on the wing far side. Denaria Blackwell, that's Andrea Blackwell on the wing. Gets it in the corner for 3 from Denaria Blackwell. Off the side iron. Rebound inside. Montia Blackwell had it initially. 3 will battle for it. Possession arrow in favor of Morehead. Inbound Minter to Abernathy, now back to Minter. Full court press here from the Lady Rams. Denaria Blackwell with the full coverage, back coverage by Whitaker. From the corner, it's Juarez inside to Booker. Now back out to Minter from Juarez, who works back to the midcourt logo. 5:35 to play in this one. Morehead leads it by 4. Abernathy in the corner on the far side of the pass from Taisha Martin. Back out to Martin, far side wing. Near side wing for Juarez. Bounce pass inside, low block, back to the basket for the freshman Booker. Back out to the perimeter. Juarez fires a pass to Martin, who hold the basketball.
Good
now
ball
back
movement
to Juarez, back to Martin, eating clock with a 4-point lead. Minter backpedals now just off the logo near side at midcourt. Pass it to Taisha Martin at the logo, now back, playing keep away. Not paying attention is Martin, but she recovers it somehow into the lane to shoot the layup. It doesn't fall. Montea Blackwell with the rebound. Long pass to Andrea Blackwell with 3 around her. It's poked away by Juarez. Near side wing covered by Whitaker. The lane closes. She has to hoist it up just off the low block. It won't fall, but she'll head to the free throw line.
It's like foul called on Andrea Blackwell, her third.
Morehead 34.
Juarez.
Reidsville 30.
Juarez will be her first trip to the free throw line.
Misses the first. Second free throw rattles home. 35-30. 4:45 to play. Right to left for the Rams. Blackwell will be met past midcourt. Denaria Blackwell to the far side wing. Giving room is Minter for Andrea Blackwell on the perimeter. Looking inside to Denaria Blackwell with the power dribble. Misses the layup. It's off the glass, off the hands of Booker to Destiny Minter. Wide open lane for Juarez with the layup from the low block near side. Extend the lead to a 3-possession game, 37-30. But Denaria Blackwell with the basketball. Right to left behind the back, top of the key. between the legs, spins at the free throw line, and draws a foul.
So they're going to get on this one. Looks like it's going to be Stacy Juarez. That's her third. Denaria Blackwell will take another trip to the free throw line. She's 2 of 6.
First free throw is good.
Chance here for Blackwell to pull within. Five-point game.
Blackwell gets the second free throw.
And they're going to allow Nariah Cobb into the game after the made free throw. Booker will check out.
Inbound for Martin to Cobb. Right quickly a handoff to Martin right into the lane. Lawson knocks it away. Picked up though by Minter. It stays with the Panthers with a 5-point lead. 3:55 to play.
Minter in no hurry.
Right hand dribble.
That's a moving screen.
The second moving screen foul we've seen in this quarter. First
easy call against Taisha Martin. She tried to hip check her as she went around her and threw her leg out there.
What you love, though, is you see the senior Destiny Minter calming down the sophomore after the play. Far side wing for Andrea Blackwell after the turnover. Pump fake, drive, step back at the elbow. Then the Euro step long jumper. It's off the heel, rebound near side to Nariah Cobb, who hands it off to Minter. But right there is Andrea Blackwell, somehow saves it off of Juarez. It stays with Reidsville. What a heady play.
Forcing the turnover.
Forcing the turnover, then saving the ball for her team. Looks like Coach Solomon will call a timeout with 3:35 to play. Reidsville 37, or Morehead 37, Reidsville 32.
Yeah, Coach Solomon calling the timeout, set up something to get you within one possession. Been outscored 5-2 in this fourth quarter.
I think at this point, if you're Reidsville, you got to find a way to work the ball on the perimeter to number 24. She got hot in the third quarter. I think she's only had one attempt since then.
Yeah, she's 3 of 6 from beyond the arc on the night.
That spark play gets this team going. If you're Morehead, it's more of what you've been doing. Handle the basketball, long possessions, wait for a good look.
Yeah, and don't turn the ball over. Morehead was 16 turnovers on the night. Reidsville was 17, so the turnover battle has basically been nullified. And Reidsville's rebounding has really come around in the second half. Montia Blackwell with 9 rebounds.
Wow. 3:35 to play. Morehead 37, Reidsville 32. Reidsville with the basketball right to left on the inbound. It's in the corner for Andrea Blackwell. Destiny Minter with both hands up in the air, closing the lane. Has to go back out to the perimeter to Denaria Blackwell on the far side. Covered by Taisha Martin. Trying to get past with a step back. Now at the free throw line, the pass is knocked up in the air by Juarez. Recovered though by Denaria Blackwell, and a foul in and out on the shot.
Look like it's on the floor.
It'll be on Taisha Martin, her third.
4th team foul against the Panthers. Oh, they're saying she was in the act of shooting. Okay.
Denaria Blackwell back to the free throw line with 8. Misses the first.
Now 4 of 9 from the charity stripe. Chance here to move it back to 50%, get within 4.
Off the front, rebounding Skyfort.
Destiny Minter.
Way out of the box, but able to grab it. High arcing pass to Juarez on the wing. Back to Minter on the handoff. Covered by 2, Whitaker and Andrea Blackwell. Trying to set a screen is Juarez. Minter gets through it to the far side wing. A handoff to Taisha Martin. Long high pass up in the air with 2 hands. Lariah Whitaker is able to get a hand on it. It's a foul. on the play.
And Stacy Juarez fouls her 4th personal.
You can't lose her really either. She's had a great game outside of the foul trouble.
Yeah, 5 points, an assist, 3 rebounds, and 5 steals.
With team foul number 5, Lariah Whitaker to the line.
Well, Lariah Whitaker has not been to the stripe tonight. This will be her first 2 attempts.
First one hits back rim.
Juarez will check out, and it'll be Booker coming in for her.
Speaking of having a good game for a freshman, she's only 2 points, but playing great in the role she's been asked to play. Free throw is good on the second attempt for Whitaker.
Yeah, she's sort of been the quiet, good player out there. 3 assists, 3 rebounds, but she's played a lot in the post, made a lot of good passes on set plays.
Abernathy trapped by Montia Whitaker, able to pass it away though to Cobb from midcourt to the far side wing. It's Booker now near side wing to Martin. Bounce pass inside to Abernathy is way far away.
By Lawson, and Booker ties her up.
Lawson had it in the mid post all by herself, and here comes Tiana Booker and grabs the basketball right away as it touches the hands of Lawson. Possession arrow go in favor of the Rams. 2:35 to play, 37 points for Morehead, 33 for Reidsville with the basketball. Far side wing now for Blackwell. Looks right inside, cutting to the basket. Denaria Blackwell doesn't fall. Rebound Lawson, though. Back to the basket, turn and face with one hand. No good. Third chance for the Rams on the baseline. It touches the line behind the basket. Morehead ball.
Tiana Booker's done the kind of things that don't show up on the stat sheet, but it helps your team win. Just hustling out there, being in the right spots at the right times.
Baseline inbound to Abernathy at the free throw line.
And Minter's
it's a quick pitch
to
Minter. Bounce pass off the glass for Booker on the near side on the assist from the senior Minter. Booker has 4. 39-33. Right into the lane. Blackwell tripped up. She's on the ground. Tries to hand it off inside to Lawson. Now Lawson and Abernathy will fight for it. It's a jump ball possession in favor of the Panthers. 1:57 to play. A 6-point ball game in favor of the home Panthers, the number 2 seed. The winner of this one awaiting the winner of this one is Rockingham County in the finals. Into Taisha Martin on the inbound, back to Minter.
Minter's got Denaria Blackwell picking her up full court.
Pass the timeline, left to right. Martin right in front of Coach Price. On the wing, passes it in the corner, somehow gets it to Cobb as it hung in there higher than a
I think they're going to call Whitaker on the foul.
And Whitaker fouls Cobb as she grabs the basketball. So inbound to the left side of the basket on the baseline.
Reidsville still with a couple of fouls to give.
Booker gets it to her point guard, Minter, on the far side wing. Fake it now, drive from the right side. Another pump fake, Abernathy from the free throw line to the bucket. No good, but to the foul line.
Foul's going to go against Montea Blackwell. That's her 4th.
You really got to make one of these, make it a 3-possession game if you're Morehead.
And Abernathy's 1 of 2 from the stripe tonight.
First free throw is no good.
Pushed it right and off the heel.
Second free throw is no good, but a rebound. It is to Reidsville. Lawson throws it up midcourt to Andrea Blackwell. Far side wing with the crossover. Looking outside to Whitaker. Bounce pass to her. Now back to the top for Denaria Blackwell. Back-to-back crossovers. Works to the free throw line with 2 around her. Off the glass.
Mid-range for Denaria Blackwell.
She's got 10. 39-35. Minter up the floor. It hits off the back of Cobb, but Minter is able to recover it here on the near side corner. To the baseline with a drive. Booker puts it up and is fouled by Lawson. Good control of the basketball by Booker. 39-35.
Now Tiana Booker will make her first trip to the free throw line.
First free throw hits iron. Less than a minute to play. A 4-point ball game, 39-35. In favor of Morehead. Second free throw hits nothing but net.
And Tiana Booker makes it a 5-point game.
Denaria Blackwell past the timeline, near side wing for Andrea Blackwell. 50 seconds on the clock. Top of the key for Denaria Blackwell. You got to start setting up that shot. Near side wing for Andrea Blackwell. Calls big from 3. 20 points for Andrea Blackwell. 35 seconds remaining. 2-point ball game at 40-38. Minter goes to the sideline. And it's going to be a foul on Reidsville. She dropped to the floor just in front of the scorer's table, out of bounds.
And Andrea Blackwell just picked up her 4th and puts Destiny Minter on the free throw line, who is 6 of 8.
2-possession game. That's what you need to do here. You got to make both. Minter gets the first.
Nothing but nylon.
Here comes the second free throw from Minter.
Goes in.
19 points, 4-point ball game. Morehead leads, 31.8 to play.
Looked like we had a timeout.
And a timeout from Coach Solomon of the Rams. Hey, there's a lot of time left.
Yeah, 2 possessions.
Quick 3.
Morehead's got a couple of full timeouts remaining. I think Reidsville has 1, maybe 2.
I think you try and set up that 3 look for Andrea Blackwell again. If you get that, you start playing the foul game so that you can try and gain a possession back.
Well, if you can get a quick, easy 2, you can play the foul game too. If it's open down low, get it in there and take it. Get it to a 1-possession game. And then when you do foul, don't foul Destiny Minter.
Yes. You got to go to the hot hand here, number 24, Andrea Blackwell with 20 points. Inbound will come all the way on the Morehead side of the floor as Reidsville goes right to left. Whitaker bounce passes it in to Denaria Blackwell. Far side, past the timeline. Settles at the wing. Looks here near side, wide open as Blackwell drives with one hand. It doesn't fall. Minter with the rebound. She gets away from anybody who can foul. Wide open look for Cobb at the glass. Pump fake. Gets the defender isolated. Misses the shot. It goes out of bounds. Reidsville basketball with 12.8.
Wow.
42-38. Morehead bounce pass into Blackwell. Cobb with the full court pressure. Pass it is Blackwell with the crossover at the free throw line. Minter tries to get a hand on it. Ripped away by Andrea Blackwell to Denaria Blackwell for 3. Long rebound. It's hoisted up. Andrea Blackwell with the 3, and it's no good. On to the finals for the Morehead Panthers, the number 2 seed. They'll take on Rockingham County. A 42-38 win. Destiny Minter with 19 to lead the way for the Panthers, who move to 14-9 on the season. And they're off to the finals to match up with the only team to beat them twice this season, the Rockingham County Cougars. What a game yet again.
Absolutely.
So Morehead takes the season series 3-1. They've won 4 of the last 6 in this series. Your thoughts on the end of the game,
well,
Jay?
I am wondering, Reidsville loses badly to Morehead in both of the first 2 games. Then they have a 4-point game. Did Reidsville have an extreme improvement over the season? Did Morehead regress? Was there some combination of both? But this was a great game. I think it's good for the playoffs, even though they'll probably be facing higher competition than this. It's good to have gritty, tough victory. And even the loss for Reidsville, I think, can be good for them going into postseason play. I think Morehead's going to have to shoot better than a batting average to have any chance against Rockingham County. It was rough. Free throw line, three-point line, everywhere tonight when it came to getting the ball to actually fall through the cylinder, but it was the same on Reidsville's end. So they just outplayed them down the stretch and had the best in the final 4 minutes.
What a turnaround for this Morehead Panthers program and Coach Price. They go from year one under Coach Price at 4-17 and 4-8 in the Mid-State 2A to 14-9, 7-3 in the regular season, and 2-0 here in this tournament, won by forfeit. What a turnaround for this program.
So what's their official record right now?
14-9.
And it's not like they were like 12-11, barely over 500 after it being this long of a break. 14-9 is like emphatically above 500, and the worst they could finish would be 14-11.
And what a finish as well, and what a good season for Reidsville. They finish at 8-11 at least in the regular season and the conference tournament, most likely in the playoffs. After a year last year where they were 4-17, they had just 3 wins in the conference last year, and they moved that number up to 7 in the regular season this year. So we look forward to see where both teams will head in the playoffs, and of course we'll cover the Panthers tomorrow night in the girls' final at 6 o'clock. Rockingham County at 20-3 against Morehead at 14-9. Jay will bring you the play-by-play in that one. The Hat Man with the color. But we've got more basketball action here on RoCo Radio and RoCoRadio.com. We ain't going nowhere because we've got number 3 McMichael versus number 2 Walkertown in the boys bracket. We'll be right back. We'll end this stream and we'll be right back with the boys coverage on Facebook, on YouTube, RoCoRadio.com, and more. Stay tuned right here on RoCo Radio, RoCoRadio.com. Basketball in the Mid-State Conference and on the Mid-State Conference tournament level is brought to you by Tri-State Steel in Reidsville Friday night for that finals, not tomorrow night. That's correct. Final score here, a win for Morehead, 42-38. We'll be right back with the boys' semifinal game number 2.